You know, even in a hurricane, life still happens, family emergencies still happens, you're still chronically ill, and you still have all these things to worry about.
Oh, you got freezing cold here.
Good Friday morning, everyone. Well, unfortunately, Hurricane Irma has shifted to the west a bit, and here in Central Florida, we're going to be hit harder than expected, and that means the Gulf Coast is going to be hit harder than expected. That's where our home is, and with all that being said, I'm still glad we made the choice to come to Orlando, because back at home we already have that likelihood of flooding, and there's already a voluntary evacuation underway, meaning you don't have to leave, but we highly recommend it. And plus, no one's going to be at home because my mom had to leave to go take care of some family members, including my dad. He is a stroke survivor, and it's one stressor after another lately. My dad actually ended up in the hospital last night due to some complications with his stroke. We don't really know what's happening with him yet, but we're gonna go visit him today and hopefully get more answers. So I'm really glad my mom left to go see him because he has somebody with him at all times. My parents are divorced, but they're on good terms and help each other, which is great. And also, so my mom wasn't going to be there, and Judd's gone. He is with the Guard helping with efforts of relief for the hurricane. So I would have been home alone. I think I'm safer here in Orlando. The flood risk is lower, and I'm with Paul and Janice who know how to help me. So made the best choice for our safety. Judd was up at 5 this morning to leave, and I was up too because I wanted to say goodbye. Watching him put on all his gear kind of made me remember his deployment, and I just have this immense pride for what he's doing. And I can't tell y'all where he's going, what he's doing, how long he'll be gone, but know that he'll be safe because the Guard takes care of their people, and the National Guard in hurricanes like this, they really help with managing shelters, search and rescue, making sure people do what they're supposed to and don't loot and things like that. So he's gonna do good things, and he enjoys what he does. And as for my dad, yeah, I mean, that was like really unexpected for him to end up in the hospital. He's had some complications since his stroke last September, but I don't really want to get into it. I just don't, but I'll feel a lot better when I can see him. And when my mom got to the hospital and was with him, like she's been with him all night and everything, I felt so much better. So, you know, even in a hurricane, life still happens, family emergencies still happens, you're still chronically ill, and you still have all these things to worry about. So you just got to do your best to keep moving forward. And like I said, we've prepared, and I think being prepared has also helped put me at peace a lot. It's just still a lot going on. There's one happy dog. Where's the other one? Orion. 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 And she just comes closer. Oh, there he is. And we got Janice doing her eyebrows.
Gotta make them on fleek, guys, at all times, even for this hurricane.
Okay, so the prediction is way more west. It was going up the east coast.
And then yesterday it was right in the center towards Orlando where we are.
So watch tomorrow be on top of Tampa.
Okay, so people, y'all were asking why are we going towards the storm? Because when it was over here, we were still expecting a crazy amount of flooding.
Like 8 to 12 inches of rain.
Yeah, and like I said, our area floods so easily. No one was going to be home. I was going to be alone. So it was safer to be here with Paul and Janice. And now it's even, wow, God has been taking care of us. Like, this was the best choice for sure.
The wind in Orlando, they're expecting, I think it's like 75 to 90 miles an hour wind, which is still a major hurricane, but it's way better than 140 or 120, which is what they predicted before.
Wow.
So.
Wow. Well, that gate, which we demonstrated yesterday, how I was supposed to get over it.
I was trying to help.
Janice was trying to help me over it, and she like, here, let me take your walker, and basically made me fall onto the dog cot. So
2 chronic illness, people should not be helping each other. There you go.
So
Moral
Paul,
of the story.
Kind of funny.
Paul came to our rescue, my rescue from Janice. Anyways, we are off now to go see my dad in the hospital. I'm looking forward to seeing how he's doing in person. So we were leaving the house and Paul's like, oh, I forgot your walker. And I just died laughing because as you all know, we have issues with that. Not just my mom now. So does Paul, that's funny. Anyways, just heard a quick update from Judd. He's super busy and can stay in contact if he has a place to charge his phone. He has one of those portable phone chargers, so that's good, but he's really busy, so probably won't get to talk to him all that much. But quick update from him. Irma is still shifting to the west, which we know from the news anyway, but our area where we live is no longer a voluntary evacuation, it is mandatory. So very thankful we got ahead of that and came here to the safety of Paul and Janice. We love y'all.
Beat it.
And I am really looking forward to seeing my dad in person. I have gotten updates from my mom who's been with him and from the nurses and the doctors. I've spoken to them on the phone, but I'll feel better when I see him myself.
How are you?
Well, it was really nice to visit with my dad. In the end, he fell asleep. He's pretty exhausted from all this. Like I said, they need to do more testing to find out what really happened, but he's in a really safe place, getting excellent care. And my mom came back to the hospital. She left to get lunch and like decompress, take a break, and got to talk with her too. So feeling much better, and it was really nice to see my father. And the dogs were so nice. Y'all cheered up my dad too. Happy hippo. Well, we made it back to Paul and Janice's house and feeling worn out, but again, a lot of stress relief after seeing my dad. He's doing much better than I expected, which is so nice. And I didn't record him or like put him on camera, and I'm not giving out a lot about his medical details just for his privacy, but I will say last September in 2016, he did have a stroke. He's come a very long way since then. He's doing well. He is having some complications now, but he's being really well taken care of, and I love my father dearly. So anyways, I think Janice and I are gonna go relax now a bit because we're both feeling a bit worn out. I think all the days of prepping is just crashing down on us, and now we can finally just, I don't know if I want to say relax because there's a hurricane coming, but at least we don't need to prep anymore.
All right, shut the door.
Good boy. I was like, what can I do? Nothing. Go play.
Boy, thank you.
Harlow, leave it.
Off duty.
Out. Go play. There they go. And we got Yori on the bed. I'm trying to eat some mac and cheese. And y'all should know what that is. Wreck-It Ralph. So Janice and I are curled up in bed. We both have heating pads. We have the same heating pad. She's eating mac. Yeah.
Why do you have to get me eating food all the time?
She's eating mac and cheese too. I copied her on the heating pad. It's an awesome heating pad. I'll put a link to it in the description because I really like it. So anyways,
I don't want them to copy
we're
me.
gonna, oh hush, we're gonna watch some Wreck-It Ralph and enjoy each other's company. I fell asleep during the movie.
Horrible movie date.
Sorry, just so exhausted. Also, apparently Paul came in here and took my mac and cheese.
Really? You're gonna throw my man under the bus like that?
What does that mean?
How would you describe that? I don't know. They're saying you're gonna make him look bad. You're making him looking bad on the camera, really?
I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna try to eat some mac and cheese. And I'm like, where is it? Oh, Paul took it. Oh, well, you know, he'll probably eat it more than I would. Anyways, I was looking at the evacuation maps for Tampa Bay, and I actually don't think our house is in the mandatory one. There are a few mandatory evacuation zones, so I think that's what Judd was referring to. Ours is still voluntary evacuation, but they're saying anyone in the coastal areas get out, and our house is right on the water, so that's why we got out.
Coastal?
Yeah. So it's good we got out because it's gonna flood. I am concerned about our home with the hurricane now going to the west and the flooding. But Janice told me it's important to kind of just be here in the moment and address the problem when we go back and see what happens. And like I said, I have peace because it's in God's hands and he knows what he's doing. It is a bit frustrating though, planning, and especially for people evacuating. A few days ago, we thought it was going to go just off the East Coast, and now it's going to the West Coast. So it's really difficult to make good plans when it's hard to track the storm. But I am thankful we can know of hurricanes in advance, because I know for other natural disasters, there's no warning. So
Earthquakes.
yeah, we're doing the best we can with the information we have as it keeps changing. That's why we keep up to date with all the new information, because with each update, we get new info. And anyways, just doing my best to stay in contact with Judd, and my mom's at the hospital with my dad. They're doing well. We're exhausted, so we're going to sleep.
And probably by tomorrow, I was probably gonna like do an S, the hurricane. It's gonna be,
Janice is
all
like, it's
over-
gonna play ping pong all over Florida.
Probably.
So with that, I will say good night, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.